Hey G Squad, welcome back to another episode of Is It Worth It? So for today's episode, we got this cool amazing product right here in my hand. If you can see, basically what this is an automatic pet feeder that you can use for cats, your dogs, or any kind of pets that you guys have. So before I talk more about the product itself, let me actually open up and show you guys what the product looks like and what comes out of the package first. So basically when you guys first open the package, you can see this is what it comes inside. So you guys get the actual product itself, but let me actually take it out and show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so you can see this is basically what it looks like. But you guys can see from the top part, this is basically what it looks like. There's a button to open the product up right here. There's all the settings right here that you can see, but once you guys open up, then you guys can control it. Bottom part you can see right here, this is where I would put in the trays and everything to pour out the food and everything. If we take a look at the bottom part right here, you can see that there's the actual part to put in the battery. If you guys want to use the battery option, the battery that they use is the D battery. So let me actually open up and show you guys what I mean. So you can see right here, this is basically the battery that uses. So you need 3 of these if you guys want to use a battery to power it up. If you guys don't want to use this option, you guys do have the option right here in the back. That is a USB cable that they provide you to activate and charge the product up. So you can see right here, it has the speakers right here. So once you guys record the audio of hey good boy, or good boy, here's a treat, or something like that, it actually will play it on here. So in that way the dog can think oh, it's a human being giving me treats or something like that. But let's open the inside and take a look at what they provide you inside here first. So when we open the product inside, you can see there's all this inside. So they have all the accessories, they have the touch controls here, or the buttons right here. If you guys take a look right here for this built-in box right here, this is for the desiccant. And basically if you guys don't know what this is for, it's basically to help dry products keep it more fresh and whatnot. So if you guys put food in here, you guys put a desiccant in here, it'll actually keep your food even more fresh and whatnot for a longer period of time and whatnot. But let's take a look at everything else inside. So I'm gonna put this down and they take everything out to show you guys what is provided inside. So basically first thing you guys see inside the user manual of all the instruction guide on how to set a product and how to use it and all the different functionality that's on here. Next up we have the cable and the charger itself to charge up the product. Next thing we see in here a little bib that they provide you, which is pretty cool of them. And it's actually really cute as well. I love the color blue. Next thing they provide you right here is the actual tray itself. So in terms of the tray, you can see it's basically the regular plastic tray and whatnot, but they do provide you a stainless steel tray, which is pretty cool of them because not all companies provide you a stainless steel tray. Last thing they provide you is a little measuring cup so you can measure how much to pour into the product and whatnot. And that's basically everything that's in the product itself right there, as you can see. So you can see inside is made really nicely to the point where no food will actually get stuck, but we're gonna have to actually find out that ourselves when we actually test it out and whatnot. So in terms of the overall product itself, you may wonder how much can it fit. So for this product itself, you guys can actually fit up to 6 pounds of food. So if you guys were to feed it for your cat, it'll probably be enough to feed it for half a month of food for your cats. But if you guys are feeding for your dogs and whatnot, probably lasts you guys for a week. It really just comes down to how much your pet eat. If they eat a lot or they eat very little, that's you guys determine how much to kind of feed them in terms of the size and what time to feed them and everything else. So the only way for us to actually find out how well it works and when it actually works is to actually test it out. So let me actually go through a quick test to show you guys how to use the controls, and then we're actually going to test out the product itself and then come back and talk more about the product itself. Alright, so I have the product all plugged in here. Let's open up first. Open all the way. And you can see it's on here, and that's because I have the cable plugged in. So if you guys don't want to use the cable, you guys can always use the option of putting the D batteries on the bottom like how I showed you guys earlier. But you guys can see right here, this is basically everything else on here. So you guys can see that breakfast is on, lunch is off, dinner is on, fourth meal is on. You guys can change all that by pressing down the button here and then turning on the on or off like this. And you see it's off now. And you guys want to turn it back on, just do the same thing for each one. Meal size, you can click on each one like this and then change the meal size to 1, 2, or whatever. So just click it twice to change the meal size. If you guys don't want to do anything, just leave it as this. If you guys want to change the time, just whatever it shows right here. So right now it's at 12:10. Click on the time right here and then change the time like this. And that's changing the actual time of what it is right now. So if it's at 17:10, then you guys can leave it at 17:10. But if it's a different time, then you guys want to change it, because everything that's on the time for right here. So for example right here 22 o'clock, it'll go by the time that's on the device itself. So if it's the wrong time that you're setting on the actual device, then you guys want to make sure it's set correctly. So basically if you guys want to use the mic to record stuff, you guys can press and hold it down and just keep holding it down until you guys are done saying whatever you guys need to. So let me show you guys an example real quick. Hey, here's a little treat. Good boy. And then you guys want to press and hold the play button so you can hear back what you guys recorded. Alright, Alright, so as you can hear that it does work. And just to let you guys know where the speaker is actually in the bottom of the actual product itself, like how I showed you guys earlier, but let me show you guys again just in case. So you can see right here, basically this is where the speaker is. So when you guys are recording the audio, you probably want to speak a little bit louder so that way it can hear you guys much clearer. And then one thing that I forgot to mention earlier is like if you guys look at the bottom part right here with all the little rubber anti-slip material here, it's made really nicely so that way it won't be moving around when you guys have it all set up. Alright, so you can see right here, I kind of set it for example to show you guys what will happen. So like right now it's 18:29 and I set dinner for 18:30. So once it hits 18:30, you should start hearing the product start working and start generating food. But I don't have any food set up right now, but just to show you guys what would sound like or what would happen, I'm gonna wait for it to hit 18:30 and then show you guys what happens. So for dinner menu is on and it's meal size for 2. Alright. So you can hear the product is working. I don't have any trees right here, so it'd be hard to show you guys. But you can hear that the audio is like replaying itself over and over. And basically it'll just keep feeding until it's measured up to like the 2 meal size that it says it does. Alright, welcome back guys. So now that you guys saw a test of the product, you can see that actually does work and actually works really well. I definitely love the overall design of the product, of how it looks like and everything. Like they thought about everything on this product. Like the extra stainless steel tray to make it easier for you guys to feed your pet. And also it's much cleaner for the pet to use a stainless steel tray instead of like the plastic tray. And another thing that's really cool is like this little design right here. This way you guys can kind of see like how much food is left or to see where the food level is and whatnot. And then the safety design of how the product looks like and everything. Like if your dogs try to like open it, it's be really hard for them to open it because they have to do this and that. But just the overall design and quality of the product itself is actually pretty awesome. So now that we did the unboxing and testing of the product itself, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for me, honestly, I have to say that this is actually really worth it if you guys need one or want one of these, especially if you guys are going somewhere and you guys don't have time to feed your pet. This is a cool option to kind of like set up and feed your pet automatically so you guys don't have to do it. Like yes, it might make you guys a little bit lazy or whatever, but it definitely makes your life a lot easier to have this option available for you guys when you guys do need it. So pretty much long story short, yes, this is worth it if you guys need one or want one of these. But then obviously for those guys who don't want one or don't need one or have no use for one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save your money for something else that you actually do need. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this little unboxing, testing, and feedback with this product. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, then make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more, then make sure to click on that bell notification in the bottom to be notified of new videos that'll be coming up in the future. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace. And then for today's G Squad fan shout out day, we have